Georgia Bulldogs and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels making it hard to play for the opponent, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Open space at the 25. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Humphries. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And right down the middle. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running inside, it's Davison. Breaks into the open, and he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Moore. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Takes the easy throw in the flat. On the move at the 30. Wide open space. Touchdown, Ducks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Finally running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Gets rid of it. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Handoff for Frazier. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. The 40.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Here's Moore to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Ducks will go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Moore. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Davison. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I like this offense not panicking. Executed on this drive and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He might want another play. Here's a give to Frazier. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man on the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Lost a throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Right on the money. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldog! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
Does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Boats at a point.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit a big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Going to take the touchback. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Shakes off the defender. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point was good. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The RPO, it's complete.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Stockton. Quick completion on the out.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Gets it out quickly. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Firing to the right, complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in the...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Running inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Frazier. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Dogs!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Throwing more. Got it behind the line. It's Hill. Tying it on. They stop him just a wink or two short of the first. And man, what they can do on second down here. Moore will throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Could not make his way to the corner. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not gain the extra yards after the catch.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They finally make the stop, and that one will from inside his own 10. He'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Might have a chance.
Track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed and running back.
Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, and run after the kick.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire. That linebacker showed that there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hard running there. At the 45 on his way. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. He's got it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. A run for the quarterback. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got it, beat down in bounds.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dante Moore. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. Ball sitting right at the 50-yard line, and they'll go for it on 4th and long. More to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Frazier again. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch, nice catch.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They kick it away on 4th down. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Bulldog offense out to start the drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out.
And it's a fumble on the play. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him.
He's loose down the middle. Pass to Tag. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake, easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
Has it. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run with Nate Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they tacked on the extra point. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Got a man, it's Hill. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Moore. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Still plenty of time for this offense, but this, probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Using his legs, it's Davison. There's a crease. He's at the 20.
With the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. Our defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Makes a move. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Here's Nate Frazier. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
He makes the catch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving for midfield. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for a college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're